Good evening, sir. My name is B. Sudarshan Reddy. My registered number is ur15cs139. Today I am going to explain about a program which can calculate the base address of one-dimensional array, two-dimensional array, and three-dimensional array. Now going into the program, as input I was stream is the header file, and now we are declaring the three functions, that is one dimension, two dimension, three-dimensional array. Now going into the main function, now we have to declare the required variables, that is a of 10, b of 10, 10 of 10, c of 10, 10, 10, and I, j, k, m, and base address of ba, and character y and s. Now we are executing the do while function, because if you want to execute for one or more times, we want to execute the do while loop here. Now display as address calculation operation, and display as one-dimensional address calculation, two-dimensional address calculation, and three-dimensional address calculation, and ask for enter your option and read the option as S. And now we are executing the switch case for reading the case of S. If the S value is S, if the S value is 1, then display enter the address to be calculated, read the value, and calculate the base address as the given formula BA equal to ampersand A of I, and display the base address. Then complete the one-dimensional. If you want to calculate the two-dimensional array, and then display enter the order of the matrix and read the values of m and n, and enter the order to be stretched, then read the values as I and j, then calculate the base address as ampersand of b of I and j, and display the base address, and then break. If you want to calculate the three-dimensional array, display as enter the order to be order of the matrix and read the values as m and n, and display enter the address to be calculated and read the values as I, j, k, and calculate the base address as ampersand c of I, j, k, and display the base address at the last, and such that the three-dimensional function was completed. Now going into the function, if you want to execute the function for one or more times, we have to do the do while. So now we are using the do while here. Going into the one-dimensional function, declare the required variables as star x. Here x equal to base address plus I into size of data type, and display the size of the single dimension, and return 0, because now in this function we use int, so we have to declare the return 0. In two-dimensional function, and declare the required variables, that is pointer r and pointer c, such that it will receive the only address of the r and address of the c. Then calculate the r as base address plus I into n plus j into size of the int, and c as base address plus j into m plus 1 into size of the int, and display the address in the row measure form, and display address in the column measure form. That's all for second dimensional. In three-dimensional array, declare the required variables, that is int pointer ba. Here ba is the base address, and int I as the, we have to read it in the function, and similarly I, j, k, m, and n. Calculate f as the base address plus I into m into n plus j into n plus k into size of the int, and calculate the p as base address plus j into m into n plus j into m plus k into size of the int, and display the address in row measure form as f, and display address of the column measure form is p. That's all for the three-dimensional array. The main applications these are mainly used in the calculating the address of the three-dimensional array. Now we will execute the program. So in the output, it will be asking like address calculation operation. Enter 1 for one-dimensional address calculation, 2 for two-dimensional address calculation, 3 for three-dimensional address calculation. Now I am entering 1 for one-dimensional address calculation. It will be asking like enter the address to be calculated. Now I am entering 0. So it will display the base address. No, it will display the address. Now I am going for two-dimensional. So we have to continue now. So now we have to press Y. Now it will be asking like the same. Now I will go for two-dimensional. It will be asking like enter the order of the matrix. Now I will press 2, 2. Now it will ask me like enter the order to be searched. I will enter 0 1. It will display the address. In the base address is 0x29EDA, and the address in row major column is this one, and the address in column major order is this one. Now we will go for 3-dimensional array, so we have to press Y. So now we have to, I will adjust this one. Enter the order of the matrix, as I will enter 3, 3. It will be asked me enter the address to be calculated. I will enter 0, enter 1, enter 2, enter. So the base address is this one, and the address in row major is this one, and the address is column major address is this one. Thank you, sir.